Hey all, this is Dr. J, Arjun and Spike, streaming live from Long Island, New York, and Oakland, California, in the Bay. Are you in the Bay, Arjun?
The Bay.
The Bay.
The Bay Area.
I'm in the Bay.
We got
We go feeling the drink.
troubles on Wall Street and a nor'easter on the way in New York.
That's right. A storm is a coming.
Yeah, the troubles on Wall Street, though, are not just today. They began with the new year, pretty much, a little bit earlier, perhaps.
Yeah. Right.
So the troubles on Wall Street have made my hair even grayer. I did have a little bit black before that.
You know, if we go back to the archives, we might actually find
the archives,
a few more of them and darker. This used to be darker a couple years ago.
Yeah, your beard is whitening from the angst on Wall Street.
Yeah, it's the stress.
But
I don't know why my wife says she likes it.
Bear Arjun is not at all whitening. It's getting darker with each solo.
Yeah, well, pretty soon it'll look like this. When are you getting married?
Andrew's got a question
September.
for you, Arjun.
Oh yeah, the B is bear. BEAR.
All right. The B is attached to the AR.
Yeah, Arjun is selling every pop, and I think that's not wrong, but I also think you should buy the dips. Buy the dips and sell the rip. So this is a trader's market, highly volatile. We've had swings of up to 900 points on the Dow intraday, both directions. So you catch any part of those kind of swings, and you're in the money. So some people are making good money going both ways. So this is a time to be bullish and bearish, or neither bullish nor bearish. How's that?
Yeah, I mean the bulls need the bears, right? Because things don't go straight down. So you need, like, if you're bearish, you need pumps to reset, and if you are bullish, you need dips to reset. So we help each other.
We're getting plenty of that. Ultimately, I think this volatility will settle down, and once it settles down, I think we're going to get one more huge move up, either to new highs or just short of new highs. If it's just short of new highs, then we're going to get a tremendous wave 3 down that'll take us to numbers we haven't seen since March of 2020.
Yep, that's my prediction. I think we're gonna not get. So how about this? We will not see 480 before we see 380. That's going to be my S&P SPY prediction.
Yeah, well, we'll take a look. Hey, Heath.
But we do have I think next week's going to be green. I do think so.
Uh-huh. Well, let's take a look at how Wall Street is doing today. Let's go to share screen.
Okay.
I did tweet out that we're going to look at coin because there's a lot of crypto madness going on in the street. Anything but Bitcoin is getting slaughtered. Bitcoin is holding its own, sort of. And it's showing its superiority over even Ethereum and Litecoin and any of the crummier names that I don't know, Dogecoin or whatever. Whatever coin you want. Dogecoin. Shiba coin. Shiba coin.
Yeah.
We got
to get a coin that dissolves so that the supply is guaranteed to be low.
Yeah, nobody's talking NFTs these days.
Coin.
What happened to NFTs? Is that it? Is it over?
NFTs? I don't know.
NFTs is a bull phenomena.
Oh. Yeah, I have a good friend actually that he bought an NFT really cheap and then sold it a couple weeks ago, and I think he timed it perfectly. I don't know if he meant to, but he timed it so perfectly.
There's still a market for Beanie Babies.
meant to or not, it's great. Great to time it perfectly. So what's before we get into the charts, can we chart the playoff games?
Oh yeah. So I got Chiefs Niners.
Or who do you
Chiefs
like?
Niners.
That's
Oh,
my
you
Super
like
Bowl.
the Chiefs? Do you like the Chiefs to cover the 7 points?
I do. I think the Chiefs win big. I think it's Mahomes throws for 5 touchdowns. I think the Bengals are good, but they're too young. 35-24.
I mean, Joe Burrow is very good, but Patrick Mahomes is about the best quarterback going.
Yep.
now.
If you're drafting a team from scratch, you pick him first.
I think so.
Yeah.
Josh Allen arguably might be second right now.
Yeah, I like Josh Allen a lot. I mean, that game should have been the AFC title game. That was such a great game.
Yeah, and the game before that was great with the Brady comeback.
Yeah, a really good football weekend. But yeah, and then the Niners Rams, that's a coin flip. But I'm picking the rematch from the Super Bowl a few years ago. I think
Well,
Niners get another chance.
I think the Niners got lucky the last time they played the Rams. I mean, it was an impressive comeback, but I don't think
I like the Niners D.
So I'm taking
The
the Rams.
The Rams
Yeah, that's the popular pick.
Look like they have a tremendous defense with Donald and Von Miller and that whole group. But they did manage to let Brady make a tremendous comeback, right?
Yeah. I just don't think like Matt Stafford can get to the Super Bowl. There's something that sounds wrong about
it. I've seen weak quarterbacks in the Super Bowl. If it's true,
yeah, can we say Garoppolo?
Yeah, Garoppolo's weak.
Well, relatively so, yes.
Trent Dilfer.
Stafford arguably is not really a weak quarterback. He's been on some weak Detroit teams. So
yeah, I don't think he's weak. I just think he's got the stink on him.
Okay, so your picks are San Fran and Kansas.
Yeah, and Spike's going KC and LA.
Yeah, that's my prediction. It's not my hope. It's my prediction.
I'm going to align my thinking with Spike on this one. I think LA will prevail.
I think that's smart. I just want to go against the flow on that. But then what's really crazy is the Super Bowl is in LA.
Right.
The Super Bowl is in LA, just like last year. Tom Brady got to play the Super Bowl in Tampa.
Exactly.
Yeah,
the hometown crowd.
I think
2 straight years.
Meanwhile, nobody to listen in the neighborhood where it's allowed to show up.
Niners might repeat and do the same thing at San Fran. That's interesting. Aurinia Pharmaceuticals. Maybe we'll chart that as well.
Yeah, I put that on the list because that's something that we've been talking about for a long time. If there's more to the story, it's worth hearing.
9 names I want to talk about in chart. I want to talk about IWM because that broke support, at least temporarily, at 188. It was a lower today. And that's below the 50% retrace by half. And then I want to talk about spiders, and I want to talk about Apple and Amazon and pot, Tilray in particular. And I want to talk about, we'll talk about Arena, why not? And Coinbase, because I think we need to talk about Bitcoin a little bit. And GBTC, the Greystone Bitcoin Trust, whatever it's called. Maybe we'll throw in 1 or 2 others at this time. So let's get started. I think we covered the football.
Yeah, I'd say.
Share screen. Let's see where the averages take us. With nothing S&P is up a healthy 0.91%. 60 is up 0.28%. The NASDAQ is up 0.54%. So we're getting a really nice bounce back on the heels of AAPL's earnings report, record breaking. Suffering, and part of it is
Looks like your internet's messing up, Dr. J. We can't hear you.
Yeah, he looks. But that is a very nice portrait of him.
between the
He'll be back in a
IPOs
second.
and the SPAC. Between all the IPOs and all the SPACs that came public this year, I think you're hard pressed to find too many in the green for the year at this point. Crude oil is up 1.45%, continuing its march to 100. And gold is down $9. I think Bitcoin is up. Don't know for sure.
It's pretty funny how
So let's take a
uncorrelated
look
these
first.
days gold and Bitcoins are.
Yes, it seems that Bitcoin is perfectly correlated with risk on, risk off.
Right.
Let's look at IWM.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, Bitcoin is just leveraged
The rug
equities.
is
It's not a
going
hedge.
today,
Right.
and
Although, you know,
IWM scared me early. Scared me. This is an old 190. Scared me today as it grows 189, which was the 38.2% retrace, fib retrace. Let's take a look at that. I have it on the chart if I can ever get this chart up. It's slow in loading.
Yeah, your internet's really slow today.
Maybe it's, I don't know whether it's, what's going on. Maybe I'll just exit out and reload it. It's so slow. Or just try reloading it. I don't know why it's quite this slow. I'm Xing it out, and I'll just try getting back this and just type it in again. IWM. Oh, I got it down here. It's 191 right now. And that's off 0.22%. So it's making a nice comeback off of the 188 that it hit earlier. Yeah, extremely slow. Sure. Bitcoin still has some room to rally amid downturn. Coin should. There's a little article about Bitcoin. But did you hear Bank of America is calling for 7 rate hikes this year now?
7?
7. They upped it from 4 to 7. 7 rate hikes. That would put us at what, about 2%? Where are we now? 0? What's the Fed rate? What's the Fed interest rate now?
I have no idea.
I think it's
7 seems
ridiculous.
I don't think it'll be 7. I think it'll be 4 or 5.
Well, wasn't some of the talk even hinting towards back to 3, but 3 important ones and 3 strategic ones?
Yeah, but the thing is, they seem to change their tone I feel like it's so political and it's not practical anymore. It's like it's purely based on what the current climate is at the time. So I mean, I could see 3 or 4, but to say
now, not only are they, it's so crazy that the
Dr. J, your internet's horrible. We can't hear you at
buying
all.
assets, but they should start selling bonds. Hear me? Oh, wonderful.
Maybe we should have you do the charting, Arjun.
Yeah, this show, I don't know. Yeah, I think I need to do it because we can't hear you at all.
Yeah, I mean, Arjun, you take over the chart.
Okay.
Can you take over the chart?
Yeah, hold on. Let me
Put up
see.
the RWM. The only thing is I can't show the 50% retrace unless you draw it in. You could draw it in pretty quickly.
Yeah. Can everyone see this?
Stop. Yeah. I got a string.
He has to edit this one. There you go.
I added it.
Statue.
WM?
Yep. Well, you have to do it.
Yeah. Yeah, hold on. I don't know what.
We see your screen.
Yeah, so.
But are you showing, do you clicking full? You should click full screen, I think.
It is full, right? Can't you see this?
Yeah, you can see it. It's easier to get to the next step. There you go, it's full. All right.
I should be able to.
There you go.
Yeah, so I think.
Okay.
So you want to do the Fibonacci?
Yeah, you just hit draw, click on draw. You got to click on draw.
Yeah, I'm on draw. Then what?
Then look at, click on line where the slanted line is, and you'll go to Fibonacci, and then go down to the March lows and click there. Go to Fibonacci. Slide it up a little, actually. It's a little tricky. And then bring it up to 0, all the way up to the top. You should say 0 on the top, up higher. Keep going. Up to the very top. Yeah, let's say 0 now, up on the top.
Yeah, so it looks like we're at the 38.2. So basically, if you are looking for more downside,
Can you draw that? Can you draw that as a solid line where the 38.2 is? Draw it as a horizontal line.
That is so uncanny how that works, isn't it?
Yeah, it makes sense. I mean, it's basically
I get amazed every time you do that. I get amazed.
Yeah. Well, the algorithm. I mean, it just shows the algorithm work.
It's hovering. The 38.2 is significant here. I think I thought it was going to hold for sure, but now I have my doubts as it actually went a little lower. It went to 188, and the 38.2 is what number? 189.
38.2,
approximately.
Call it 190.
Right.
190. I got 189 when I drew it, but
yeah, I mean, give or take, whatever. It's right around there.
Yeah, somewhere around there. So that's where we are, somewhere around there, right? So this is a very significant level for the IWM. we don't want to see it close at like at 185 because then it probably is going to go slide all the way down to the 50% retrace.
Yeah.
We went through. Where's do you have 100-day on yours? Are you in
Yeah,
the
I do.
daily or
We're
the weekly?
way below the 100-day.
Are you in the daily or the weekly?
This is the daily. We're way, but the 100-day is at
I click on the weekly.
yeah, we're right at the
Because we
100
went
week.
around the 100-day on the weekly.
Yeah, the 100 week
Yeah.
we bounced off.
Yeah.
But
So that's
so the
synonymous.
200
is synonymous.
200 week is at the 50%.
Yeah. There you
Isn't
go.
that weird? The 100 is at
That is so
38.2 and the 200 is at
What number is that? 170 something?
Yeah. So I think this is basically your downside target because
Right.
the thing about that is that's right where it peaked in 2018 before it
Draw that
started.
in. Draw that peak in, straight line on the peak.
I already got it. Yeah, it's at 173.
Yep.
Crazy. It's just exactly where the 50 is.
Yeah.
Right, and where
That peak
that
is
prior high was.
exactly where the 50 is.
So I mean, I think we get a
Yeah.
relief bounce off this retrace, but then I think
Right.
that we might have a date with the 200.
A date with the devil coming up.
But yeah, this is a great. This is
Within the
a
next
great
6 months.
This is an ideal location for a turnaround, right where we are
Yeah.
now. It's an ideal location. We're sitting
Right,
at
so it's
the
either gonna do it or
100
not.
100 We're sitting at the 100-week moving average. We're sitting at the 38.2 retrace. This is ideal. If it doesn't turn around here, I think you're right, Arjun. We'll get to 200, which is the 50% retrace, which is also the peak going back to what month? What month is that?
2018 August.
2018 even, right? Wow.
Yeah, August of what?
2018.
August of 2018.
August.
Also, that it's pretty close to the other peak just before COVID.
Yeah.
Interesting. So that's
Wow.
pre-COVID.
So, yeah. So this chart is very interesting to look at.
Yeah,
Very
nice.
interesting. And also worth buying calls at this point, short-term calls, because if it resolves, maybe both ways, buy the call and the put. There's enough volatility in here.
You're right. It's a very good trend.
Well, what would you think, Arjun? Do you think calls and puts would work here, or do you think?
I think
1 week
calls,
out, something like that.
Yeah, I would do calls maybe like a month out. Keep it at the money. Keep it conservative. But I think you got to have a really short leash on them because, well, I'm of the opinion that this next rally isn't going to have the legs that a lot of people expect. So I think playing today as a bottom is a good play.
Let me also point out that if you look at the start, at the peak, we have one leg down, one short leg up, and a third leg down. So we have a perfect ABC correction. So not only there's so many factors now that make me think this might be a time to go long. We have what looks like the end of an ABC correction. And even if it isn't, even if this is a 5-wave down, we still should get a wave 4 up.
Right.
Yep.
So in any event, it should be going up right at this junction.
I think we're on the same
I'm
page. I
talking
think
about
the only thing we disagree on is how far it's going to go up, but it doesn't matter. All that matters is
Right.
we both think it's going up.
At least on the shorter term. Yeah, but
Yep.
you know, today and tomorrow have a lot. But typically speaking, in this week,
I would think,
the afternoon has been
I would
nicer.
think if it's, I think you don't spend the premium for a whole month out. You can gamble for 1 week. My opinions are strictly my own and do not constitute investment advice. And do your own due diligence, check with an advisor before acting. And that goes for Arjun and Spike and all of our guests.
Mhm.
So Kay Stopka wants to know about the XBI.
Yeah,
So we
I
should
think
chart
Yeah, might
that
as well.
next, Arjun.
Yeah, we
the
might as well.
SBI is one
It's
of the
probably, you know,
worst charts in the entire world.
these broad trends today are much more interesting than any individual story.
Yeah, I mean the XBI,
Yeah.
I would be very, very careful right now.
Right, well, because that's in a way, it's a specific story, and it's not a very happy one. This is still the weekly, just so you know.
Yeah, I've had a lot of levels drawn
want-
here for a while.
You want to do the fib retrace going back to March 2020?
Yeah, we can try it. I mean, why
Might as
not?
well. I mean, that other one was so perfect. It's going to be a shame when this one doesn't do as well.
You got to hit the draw.
Yeah, I got it.
You got to hit draw. You hit draw.
I got it.
Okay.
I got it.
He's got it.
It's just loading slowly, but I got it. I don't know what's going on. I think I have too many things open.
Oh, it's better than my internet.
Yeah.
My internet is double bottom that we have on the XBI.
Way over there, yeah. Well, it took its lift off of that. Now this is a brand new story.
Yeah, so go back. You can just go back to the double bottom if you want. I'll go to March. All right, fine.
Yeah, hold on.
No, do March.
Yeah, I got it. It's just my computer's not behaving. Yeah. Yeah, the computer is going rogue. It's not listening to me.
Yeah, well, the computer technology. What's the old joke about technology? If it's math, there's numbers. If it's biology, there's odors or whatever. No, biology is green, and chemistry stinks. If it's technology, it's broken, right? That's the old joke.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know
I'm
if
not
this is
good at
going to
telling
work.
jokes.
I don't know if this is going to work. I'm reloading, but I think everything's
Is this another one of your dirty jokes, Dr. J, that you just given the punchline to?
Another one of my lousy jokes, not a dirty one. It's a lousy one.
You know, the kids call that the dad jokes now.
Yeah,
Although,
yeah.
They're not worth telling if they're not dirty.
So we fooled everybody as to the start time. Normally at 30, but we're going to end at 12 today. So we don't have too many charts more that we could look at, I guess.
Yeah, let's just go with the broad market then. Because this was that everybody was sort of on about.
Well, let's just talk about Tilray.
Yeah, I'm going to stop. I'm going to stop sharing. This isn't working. Let's just talk about it. Yeah.
ACB, CGE, CRON. I mean, they're in the low single digits, all of them. It's crazy. You got to figure maybe it'll be another merger between some of those big pot producers. We had one last year with Tilray, and I forgot the name of the company already.
And that turned out to be so unprofitable.
It was with an A. I forgot how quickly I forget.
Exactly.
Yeah, but I do think there'll be another merger or maybe two. So of the remaining four big ones, we might wind up with two big ones. That's my prediction for this year, along with pot being finally legalized at the federal level. So I think that's going to happen. Chuck Schumer keeps tweeting about doing it. Well, Chuck, go ahead and do it. Just tweet it. He wants to liberalize. He wants to legalize pot, liberalize, to get rid of the criminality of it. A lot of people
Yeah,
in jail
decriminalizing it and legalizing it are two different things. I mean, granted, the prior enforcement of this has been extremely racist, but there's a way of legalizing it without just letting everybody smoke while they're driving their cars. But I think they'll find some balance somewhere.
What his bill is going to say is it's not illegal at the federal level to smoke pot, but it will be up to the individual state to actually legalize or not.
Okay.
So he's going to leave it to the states. It's not going to be a carte blanche, but it's going to be very, very helpful. And I think that should get passed. So I like all the big pot producers should be bought. Tilray, ACB, CGC, and CRON. Probably all of them should be bought. And I'm sure which one is going to do the best. Probably Tilray would be my feeling.
Probably.
But who knows?
Yeah, because you still have to run afoul. There's all the issues about growing it in one place and then selling it in another place. So there's a lot of federal issues in terms of that have to get ironed out. So I wouldn't expect it to happen anytime soon. But at least if they start talking about it, it'll bring up the positive sentiment.
Well, there's a lot of talk about it, and again, the Senate Majority Leader is definitely pushing it. He's a pot pusher.
He's a pusher man.
Pot. He's not out on the street selling little bags of it. But
right. No, he's not that kind of pusher.
He's not on the street corner selling little bags of weed, but he is pushing it.
Dr. J, before we went on the show, you jumped on me when I started talking about the EV plays. So I want to hear your opinion with our massive audience.
Just yet. You've got to wait for the dust to settle here. I mean, just because Lucid is 28 or 26, when it was in the 40s, it was going up every day. Now it's going down every day. It's just like any other falling knife. Stay away.
Yeah, I'm shorting
Stay away. I know
all the EVs other than the big ones. I'm short Rivian. I'm short Lucid. I'm short Neo. I'm just short all of the bubble ones.
Yeah, Neo all the way down to 20 at this point. Yeah, XPEV should be shorted. They all should be shorted at this point. Not to buck the trend.
Wait, so you're saying you're saying all but the big three auto and Tesla. And that's it.
Yeah, I think the only ones you can buy. The only ones you can buy probably right now, if you want to buy an automaker, would be GM and Ford.
Yep, I agree. Because if you look at Lucid,
GM took a big hit today too, and I didn't know why.
Yeah, but I don't mind being long them. Lucid, the problem is you have a 50 billion valuation. That's the problem. It's not that the company won't maybe eventually succeed. It's like you got to take the air out of that value before you can go long.
Yeah, the stock price is now 22. So we're only a bit above when it was selling as when it was $10 when it came in as a as a buyout.
But what I realize is most of the stocks are close to that level or below. So,
Okay.
just because it's 22, maybe it has $12 more to go on the downside.
Yep, exactly. No,
Fair
I
enough.
agree. I mean, I really think like betting on them now, your odds are against you because the chart just says sell every day. And the financials don't back up the valuation, so it's like there's much safer plays, I think.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
I like
but maybe one day.
Amazon very
Maybe
much
one day.
because
You could always buy Amazon because I'm in such
has to
doubt.
be bought. Amazon, when are earnings? When is February 3rd? I think that's their earning day. That's
For who?
next week, right?
For Amazon.
Who? Oh, for Amazon?
Amazon,
Yeah.
Amazon is a February 3, I think.
Yeah, see, I think
like
those
Amazon.
earnings I think those earnings are going to be the excuse for the market rallying.
Interesting.
Yeah. Because Apple,
if you're gonna call a day on it, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. Because I don't really believe in like catalysts.
What day of the week is
charts.
Amazon's earnings?
Amazon's next week, I think.
Very interesting. That timing sounds about right, doesn't it?
Yeah, because I think we're bottoming either today or Monday.
Yeah. So Amazon, I think, should be bought, even if it's just an earnings play. I like Amazon. Yeah. I like Amazon into earnings, Amazon long term, of course. And I think if the market continues down, this one will not continue down that much. So
yeah.
Amazon is a juggernaut. And I think they're going to buck the trend to a certain extent. Should be bought. Just Amazon. When in doubt, by Amazon. I'm trying to load something.
Now,
I think it's low, maybe.
The last thing to talk about before we
Look at how it bounced off. Look at how it bounced off the 50. This is the 50% fib retracement. No, this is Amazon. Bounced right off 50% at 2701. 2701, 50% retrace from the March lows. And it bounced right off. I like Amazon a lot. And the volume is decent.
Below 3,000 so far.
Arjun, the volume looking decent, right, for the week?
On Amazon?
On Amazon. Amazon has better volume than it did in the last 6.
Yeah,
more than that.
Okay.
It's got better volume than in the last 20 weeks. And it's bounced off the 50 and it's being accumulated. I like Amazon.
Taking a look.
It's got the volume. It's got the volume. I'm actually going to draw the volume. I want to see that line.
Yeah, I think Amazon looks pretty decent from here. Yeah. Yeah, I like it. I like the level it's at. I like how it bounced. I like the risk.
Your theory on high volume. There's this kind of candle when you have a big shadow on the bottom and somewhat of a shadow on the top, and small green body on large volume is accumulation. So Amazon's being accumulated off the 2,700 level. And you can see it's reflected in the price now, 28.29. So it's
28.29, yeah, it's up a bit there.
I think the expectation is for a beat on revenues and earnings, and excellent guidance going forward. Amazon is it's tremendous. Their cloud business, their e-commerce business, you name it.
Yep.
You name it.
Andrew has a very interesting question.
Yeah. What is it?
Do you see it? Said, would you put?
No,
I mean, I guess since we're talking about retailers here, would you put Walmart in that same basket of having to deflate the valuation versus the momentum? It's PE. I didn't know this. The PE is 48 on Walmart. I mean,
I think
the funny thing is I constantly talk about Amazon and Walmart in the same sentence, and I'm constantly being rebuked because by the market, by the market, and by the charts. It's like they're not the same thing.
Amazon chart versus Walmart chart.
Let me look at let me check out the financials. I'm not very familiar with the Walmart and the Amazon financials these days, but okay, the PE, it is 48.
What's Amazon's PE?
Let me look.
I imagine it's a lot higher than that.
Amazon's only 54, so not crazy different, but the thing is, Amazon's forward PE is a lot higher. It's 54, and Walmart's only 20. And yeah, I mean, it's like Walmart, it looks like their sales growth is a lot slower than Amazon's, which makes sense.
Right.
But it's, like the sales. Yeah, I mean, so the sales are pretty similar between the two companies. That's the interesting part.
Right. I guess the only difference
Amazon went down a lot more from the peak than Walmart. Amazon bounced off the 50% retrace. Walmart has not hit the 38. It may go down. It may just want to go down to that 0.2. I wouldn't be surprised.
It's been trading more in a range.
Oh, what am I doing? I want to go and draw a horizontal line. A horizontal line.
Oh, it's 9 o'clock. Huh? I gotta go. Actually, I gotta go.
Yeah, we all have to go. So Walmart, it looks like it may want to go down to the 133 level, which is just about a little below where it traded recently. And it looks like an excellent time to be nibbling on Walmart as well as Amazon. I don't think the upside is as great, but I think it's worth owning.
Right.
Walmart.
Well, it's another one of my picks from the beginning of the year that's getting hit. Between that one and Lucid, I think I'm the trailer of our game.
In summary, we like all the pot stocks, the ones we mentioned. We like Amazon. We're of one mind that EV is to be stayed away from, at least for now. And yes, Tom wants to know, will the market come back? I think so. I think we're due for an upswing, whether it be a short-lived one or a sustained one is unclear. But I think right about now we're due for an up leg.
Yeah.
Leg up.
Calling it for on Amazon earnings.
Biotech investor who's with us today likes the cloud stocks, MNDY and DDOG, long term. And Andrew gave up on
Amazon.
Yeah. All right. I don't think one should give up on Amazon, but that's my opinion. And for whatever it's worth, I think Amazon is maybe quite possibly by the end of the year $4,000, which would be a mighty bold call considering it's 2,800 now.
On that note,
this has been
everybody.
Spike and Arjun, streaming live from Long Island, New York, and Oakland, California. Wishing you a great weekend.
Yes.
A great trading week coming up, where Dr. J is very optimistic. Arjun is less optimistic. Professor Spike is somewhere in the middle.
I'm just catatonic.
I'm
Like
going
the
to
deer,
say
the deer in headlights.
Thank you for coming and asking your questions. We like questions.